Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we are back to Prehistoric Hunt for our second look, because there were a couple of things that I talked about last time we were in the game, which, well, I think it was about a week ago I might have recorded the first look. But anyway, there was an update that addressed the contract problem, and then through the Steam forums, the developer actually addressed that there was an oversight on my end, for the most part, about one of the things in the game. So we're going to create game, solo again, just hop in, and we're actually probably going to be able to show off the proper gameplay loop. We just have to let the game load up, we'll hop in, try to do a little bit of hunting, and talk a little bit more now that again, my big oversight was that because he couldn't get the ammo, I couldn't really do the gameplay loop as it's supposed to be done. Well, anyway, okay, we're going to head here, because thankfully it dropped us off right beside something big, so. What's been updated since we last left, or the last time I had... Guys, I'm making it sound like this is a series. This is just like it was a first look, so. You can actually take contracts now anywhere you spawn in or anywhere in the wild. So you can get stuff like, you kill one of the ankylosaur and you'll collect 15 credits you can use in the shop, or same with Metrodon. So we'll take that one. I think you can only get 2 active at a time. Yeah, it seems like you can only get 2 to start with. Although I've had it vary between 1 and 2 contracts to start with. That one is a little iffy on how many you can actually have at a time. Now, when you open the shop, I didn't realize this was actually a scroll bar. I thought this was the top here, and that you couldn't, like, scroll down more. For some reason, the game defaults you at the very bottom. So, I left the note in Steam forums to the developer, do not have it start towards the bottom. There's no reason to default any list at the very bottom of it. I would even say, if you can, make the scroll bar a little wider, and an arrow on the top and the bottom so you can see it's more defined as a scroll bar. Because, again, I didn't think I could scroll. I thought this was where we were right here, not this long thing here. So anyway, we can buy ammo again. It is a little pricey given things, but... Oh, okay, never mind. You get a lot of ammo. Okay. Actually, for the amount of ammo you get, the price is pretty good. So we're going to try to do a few of these contracts and show off the core gameplay loop. Something that I wasn't able to on our first look because, again, I didn't realize the ammo was just above in the shop. So we'll head off, part on that. And the contracts have mostly been the only thing that have been super updated since the first look. Like the... Okay, well there is something there. Now there are still some things to be fleshed out with the game, I'm sure. A lot of the first look stuff, again, holds up. Like, the map is looking alright in that. I do kind of see this... It's getting close to what Carnivores really offered back in its day. The only thing really missing would probably be that you can actually, like, call to animals and you'll get a response back. And then there we go. Now, I don't know what the exact range of the rifle is, although we don't really have a contract for a trike. But that doesn't mean that you can't cash in for... Oh, are there a pair of them? Oh, no, just the one. So I'm gonna try running off to catch it. There are... Again, there's a number of things that are quite a bit different from carnivores. Like, I do think it would be better to make the crouch a toggle rather than you have to hold it. That's rather odd that not a single one of the rifle shots. And... Okay, well that was weird, because not a single rifle shot actually registered as a hit onto the ankylosaurus, so there must be, maybe like a range to it? Okay, so we got a pair of ankylosaurs coming on in. Ow. Yeah, like, so there are some things to tweak there. One of the weird things is your sprint. If you hit that, I'm going to walk backwards. I'm not taking my hand off there. I hit sprint. I'm going forward. Why? That's a very weird one there. We've got an ankylosaurus track. We'll start on this, and then this is, again... Okay, so we can see these ones from here, which is nice, but... Again, one of the issues I have is that you really gotta look at the print itself for direction. I thought I heard something. And then distance before you'll see another track. Like, you really have to be exact right behind where all the tracks are in order to keep pacing. Or at least that's what it kind of seems like, because, I mean... Oh, okay, so there's another one there. I wonder if they might have actually increased the distance that you might spot the tracks from now. Okay, yeah, like... So it does seem you basically have to... In some ways, I do like this because it's a lot... It might be a little easier to follow the tracks than it is for Call of the Wild. But we'll see if we can follow this right along. One thing I also do want to check is just to see what the Ankylosaurus vital chart actually looks like. Because it does seem... Oh, I thought there was a... Oh, there it is. Okay, I was actually standing on it. Okay, so this way further. I want to see what the vital charts are for each of the animals and see how... Like, how they register and, like, how many hits at certain zones to take them down. Oh, we got a Brachiosaur up there. I think, actually... Okay, you can see the tracks. Although, now I've lost the other one. Like, that's the thing, it's just maybe a little larger distance to be able to see when these icons come up. Not a super lot, but maybe just a little bit would help. And then one of the things is, I do think the dinosaur AI could use some more fleshing out. Is that maybe herbivores will run away. Okay, so there's an ankylosaur. So now we can properly go up and take a look. So I have to argue on that one, because I don't feel like the first three were all stomach. But anyway, here's you can see how the contracts work, is you could either claim the kill and get some points there, or you can fill out a contract, which is where we're going to see a little bit of difference come in. And we can reload that. Now if we hit new contract window, we have more options come up. So maybe we'll try for another Tyran... Oh, no. Okay, so I guess it's... Maybe you can hold 2 contracts as long as they're separate animals. So maybe we'll take another ankylosaur. Like, going after 5 trikes seems a bit much, but... Yeah, then this is actually very close to carnivores having something come in to basically air pick it up, and we are going to wait for... Well, just to let you see how similar it is to how carnivores operates. So there's an ankylosaur there. I mean, it should line up a little closer than that, but it is basically your carnivore's dropship brought to more modern days. I honestly think I would have the rotor speed a little faster on the helicopter. It doesn't look like it should be airborne with how slow those are turning. But anyway, that is your fundamental loop there of the game now. So it's, you load in, you pick a contract, you go hunt that contract target, head next to find a shop somewhere in the map. You turn in the contract, collect rewards, get ammo, what have you. My problem is... And then you repeat. I was going to say, my problem is, though... Let me see. Right, is it F? Yeah, F is our flashlight, because you can actually have a night light. I say night light. Flashlight for when you're doing night hunting. The issue is a lot... The animal AI could be a little more fleshed out with some things. Like, I'm keeping a very wide berth from these guys because I think they default to be aggressive, which is kind of weird unless you were to say, like, shoot one. I feel like once you actually... Excuse me there. If you actually shoot at them, then yeah, they should either try to flee or come after you for a fight. Basically, the fight or flight response. Right now, I think it's mostly everything is basically all fight all the time. And where even am I? Okay, I'm actually... climbing a mountain. So, I don't... I would also kind of argue it might be a good idea... Okay, maybe that's just the rain I heard. I thought I heard, like, small footsteps. Maybe give you all of these, like, undiscovered spots as a question mark on the map. That way you can at least say... Well, okay, where do I gotta go to find my nearest place to turn in the contracts? That basically means turning right around, from looks of it, to head back there. So I guess that's actually what we'll do, is we'll quickly make our way back there. It is a bit of a ways off, but it shouldn't hopefully be too bad. It's saying I got another contract still. Nope. Okay, I wonder if maybe it's... You can... I don't know if it's 2 at a time, or it depends on what the types are. I mean, in truth, I probably have the ammo. I could try taking down a Brachiosaurus if I want. But it is also, again, because of the... Like, the limited range the rifle has is a bit odd to me. I'm used to it being more of, like, a distance thing, so... It almost seems like it has a... Well, it has a dead range, basically. If it goes... If you're beyond... Or your target is beyond that shot distance, it's not registered at all. Oh. Another new contract. So, yeah, so you can see stuff like that is where... That's kind of your gameplay loop, is you can be out, do a lot of hunting... If you have the ammo, you can stay out for quite a while. Oh. And then eventually you'll just make your way to a shop, turn in, and look at what you can pick up as your reward. It is a little... A commenter did mention last week, and I do agree, it is quite a bit of just aimless wandering until you can try to find something. There's not super good ways of honing in your sights towards anything. It's basically just look around, listen if you can. Like, there might be something over this way. And I heard a little beep there, and I think... I'm not sure if that's like a little audio issue or not, but that beep sounded out there. So we heard something different over this way. So we'll just kind of keep going this way. It works us kind of back towards the... Oh, there's a trike. Now, I gotta try to see about these shots, because if you do get the heart shot, it does seem like it instantly drops the animal. However, it seems very difficult to get that. Another thing, too, is the animals... I've rarely found them to ever just, like, be standing still. They always seem to be moving. Just want to make sure there's nothing else that might surprise us as we're trying to get towards this trike. And this is where we can... Again, we don't have a contract for a trike, but we can still hunt it and get a little bit of something from it. An ankylosaur footprint. Oh, did you actually... Okay, you have kind of stopped. Yeah, like, a number of those shots, I didn't feel like they were as far back as they will say. It seemed like there is a little bit delay between when the shot fires and when it actually goes out. So it says all of them were back stomach area. I thought I might have had one, but anyway, we'll claim the kill. So there's that. No, I guess, yeah, so it looks like we only take... We can hold 2 contracts at a time, and then when you fulfill them, you can just kind of like bank and stay out as long as you want, basically. So, again, the loop is in place, and it's established. We've just got to basically get back to the shop, turn what we've got done in, and then we can probably buy some pistol ammo. And that is basically the gameplay loop of Prehistoric Hunt there established. I do prefer it a little more than Carnivore's loop, just so that way you don't have to, like, head back to the menu, and then back out, and then menu, and then back out every time you run out of ammo. You can stay in the game a little bit longer, and... Okay, I gotta take a look. That's just a rock, I think. Oh no, actually, that seems to be a trike. Maybe that's actually one we killed. Oh, okay, that must have been one we killed when we were getting ambushed by the, Yeah, like it says, 4 to the stomach, 1 to the back thigh. So that was one of the trikes we got when the ankylosaurs were coming over the ridge and got me. Okay, so we'll make our way back for the shop here. Okay, that sounds big and loud and angry. So I don't know if we want to go after a T-Rex yet. I actually have no idea how we would fare against one of those. Just kind of, given how difficult of a time I'm having getting the shots for the heart shots on the animals, but we'll head in, at least turn these in for what we can get. Yeah, so like you can see, I guess the star is sort of like your level or experience, perhaps, but the coins are what you're after, so we can get, looks like, 25 total, and then we can get, for all pistols, all rifles. Yeah, like, that was the thing that really got me. And another thing, too, is the scroll wheel doesn't really scroll, like... Let me see if I can hold up for you guys, and... Like, that takes a long... And if you're moused onto anything, it doesn't even count either, so... Yeah, there are some polishing points to be done, but again, at least the gameplay loop is there and present. Whether it's worth $20 at this point, I am debating a little bit. Like, developers are showing that they are fleshing out and updating and trying to get things more in place. But it also still has some ways to go before I might say it kind of has warranted the money. Like, the models are looking okay, the animations are a little weird here or there. The map is okay and alright with that. the shop, again, now that you can buy ammo, you could spend some time going in and out. But it still kind of feels like for how much you're paying, it does feel a little hollowish, or that there should just be a bit more right now. Like, either, again, easier way to hone in on the certain contracts you're after, or I think mostly it's just because this is early access and there is going to be some more polish that needs to be done to it. Again, I will keep watch over the game as it goes through its development, in that it's still one... Nope, more contracts, but again, unless you're really getting to fill these out quick, then they just kind of bank up over time. I would definitely keep this one on a watch list, and just, again, either watch me or watch other people who do cover the game as it goes through its development and that, and kind of go from there. I'd like to just try to see if we can get one more animal or two. Oh. I don't... I don't think you're the same trike that I claimed already, are you? I mean, you look about the same area. Are you a little off from where... Not killed by play. Oh, wow. Okay, that's actually... I gotta give a point of credit then to the developers. You'll actually have the animals interact, so a Tyrannosaur actually came by and took that down while I was out at the shop. I do not think I want to go in the direction of it, though. My carnivore's experience is kind of telling me I don't feel I'm equipped with the right weaponry to try taking one of them on. Well, we've at least got something this direction, so we'll see if we can hunt that. And I do really have to try and see about... Okay, I guess we're into Ultra Night now. Everything's much darker. I wonder if there's actually going to be a bit of rain coming, because there is actually weather in the game. I don't know... Okay, yeah, so still hear the T-Rex, but it sounds like it's over there more so. Oh! There is a trike all the way over there. Oh, and an ankylosaur. Now, I'm going to see, because again, it felt weird where it said my shot actually hit when I was hunting the last one. There we go. Yeah, that one seemed much more proper of where I hit. Although, head and heart? Weird. Although, maybe that was actually one of the... Can I see it again? Oh no, a T-Rex actually was doing damage to the head. That's a bit odd. And we can switch the flashlight off. Okay. We've got the ankylosaur there. We can also take a new contract. You know what? Let's get two Oh, no. I guess maybe you can take one herbivore, one carnivore then. There was the trikes... It was just over here, so maybe there is a bit of reaction from the animals where, depending on if you shoot within a certain range, they do hear and will run away from it. Oh, Iguanodon. That's actually one of the animals that we haven't been able to show in a video yet. Because I think it's about 6 or 7 animals right now, actually. There's the trikes, ankylos, T-Rex, Compy, Brachiosaur. Let's see. Trike, Ankylo, T-Rex, Compy, Brachiosaur, Iguanodon, Pteranodon. I think, yeah, it seems to be 7 right now. Oh, now there are a couple of Trikes. Oh, ow. Okay, we'll claim that kill, and I did see the T-Rex running down over that way. So I just want to get these guys. Oh. And there's a Compy. Yeah, like, the Compies I feel a little weird for how much health they have in comparison to, like, a point-blank pistol shot, but... Oh yeah, I can see the... Well, it's doing something back there. I don't know if I can actually pick up a new contract to, like, have. Doesn't really look like it. Oh, looks like it's actually fighting the or going after the Yank. Yeah, that's a little interesting. It's nice to see that there is some interaction between the animals like that. Although I can't say it looked like there was super... Oh, well, another trike. I guess we'll go get that. I'm still having an issue with these heart shots. Like, for some reason, I could have sworn one of the ones that we'd just gotten would have or should have counted. We'll see if we can get this trike quickly. God, it makes it sound like animal is super, super close. Yeah, it definitely seems like there's a bit of a delay for when it sounds like you shoot and when the round actually hits the animal. Because it seemed like a number of those shots were a lot more ahead than where they registered. Ankylosaur. Well, we've got quite a bit of stuff that we are piling together now for what we can turn in. And we got the Ankylosaur right up here. So let's go take a little... Let's try on him. There we go. Okay, so that'll be another one we can say is downed. Oh, okay, I see what the number beside the contracts mean. That might mean how many you have to turn in to be fulfilled to a shop. So that's down, so we'll make our way out back to the shop over here. It's probably the closest one we have. I don't see anything else really popping up on the map. And if I do a quick little circle around, nothing else shows up either. So we'll just make our way for that. Turn this in, see how we're doing for points and stuff. I guess we can... maybe we'll do 2 Triceratops this time. I don't actually know if we'll really stick around this episode to hunt them. Definitely hear the T-Rex still, though. Now we just gotta hike our way over for that shop. So there it goes, although the render range is a little small when it comes to, I guess, the downed animals, because, like, we don't even see the... Or didn't see the ankylosaur on the... Nope. We'll claim that kill. Now, those little guys can be a little bit of a bugger, but... Again, now that you get the ammo, or I know how to get more ammo, they're not as problematic. I'll just also have to see if they have, like, a health kit or something, because you don't regenerate it over time. Like, I thought I heard footsteps, and I thought there was something else around us, perhaps. The one thing I do gotta keep a lookout for is the sky. See if we can get that Pteranodon. Because we do have that contract we could try fulfilling. He's making a lot of noise over there still. Oh. Well, there was an ankylosaur somewhere very close to here, but again, we'll just turn these in, get what money we can, and see fully what the shop offers. Okay, so that's a fair amount of coins there, so that's 73, although, yeah, to get anything like stronger is going to take 500, so it's definitely going to take some time. Okay, so if we buy the health pack, I guess this is something where we have to use from inventory. We'll try and see. Okay, so you'll heal 50 with each one. Oh, which basically means... Well, there basically goes majority of... Okay, so... Yeah, for costing 30 to only get 50 health back, it's hard to say, but... Again, it's just that the game, I think, needs more polish at this point. The core loop is there. If you guys are curious and you want to take a risk, it is there. You can, again, have the loop of spawn in, take a contract, go hunt, turn in, resupply, repeat. There is some issues I do have, again, where, like, I shoot with the rifle and it seems like it's a second later when it actually, like, the round is going out. Thought I heard something again. But the core loop is there. I'm still waiting to see a little bit more polish before I say this is a buy or not. It is very similar to Carnivores, which is a compliment to the game. Oh, actually, maybe you do have, like, a... Okay, so maybe what that is here... I think this is actually your cone of travel I was talking about for, like, when you find the tracks of the animal, because it does... I think maybe... Although, no, I had... Let me see if I can find that ankylosaur track, see if those lines change to be over here as well. It was just somewhere around here. At least I thought it was. Again, it can be a little hard to find the tracks with how distant this, or how close you need to be for the symbols to appear in the screen, but I'm thinking maybe that is a cone of travel for the dinosaurs that you might have, like, selected to be tracking. Fortunately, there's no print really close by, so I'm wrapping things up to be able to be sure of that. But yeah, I will continue to cover this as more updates and developments come along and give you guys the chance to see more hands-on and in-depth of what the game might be and how it fleshes itself out. So, I do want to thank developer for letting me know about the shop being... Again, it defaults you to the bottom. Try to reverse that. Heavily recommend that. Also, even just like a little arrow icon at the top and bottom to let you know that this is a scroll bar would help quite a bit as well. Maybe also try to figure out a way to scroll with the mouse wheel a bit easier, because, like, if you're actually on an icon, you can't scroll at all. But if you aren't on an icon, it takes a very long time to try. So that's really my recommendations at this point. I'm, again, curious to see how the full game kind of develops, expands. I am kind of curious if I'm going to keep my ammo or not when I disconnect, but I'll find that out myself. So, if you do have a couple of friends and you do have, say, 20 bucks and, let's give this a spin, you guys might have some enjoyment with it for a while. I will keep watching on it, and this has basically just been our second, more informed look with the core gameplay loop of Prehistoric Hunt. There's some polish to be done, some fleshing out to be made, but so far, at least I can say you can play and repeat it. That was my issue last time, was that wasn't really there, and the contract stuff might not have been most super approachable, but now that you can pull this up on the fly, I think it's going to keep your attention much more. So, thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of Prehistoric Hunt. If you do like the video, be sure to give it a like, and there will be a link to the store page in the description right down below. Until I see you all next episode, though, hunters and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.